Let's see. Good morning, art class. Let's see. Welcome to day number 33 and 34. We're looking at May the 6th and May the 7th, Thursday and Friday. And so today, my main focus is going to be on demonstrating how you can kind of get started with a couple of the drawing apps. But before I do, I wanted to show you, let's see, a couple of things. Computer generated is where my focus is. So I wanted to show you this. You've got application links, and these are all web-based apps, right? So you've got Clicky, um, Pixel Art, Sumo Paint, and Sketch.io. I personally have used Sumo Paint in the past. I've also used Pixel Art. I'm most familiar with those. Sketch.io, I'm not so much, but I will say that uh, when you first open it, it offers a little tab that has a user's manual or a user guide. I would strongly suggest clicking that and using it. I also suggest strongly, please, that you view the student examples. I know I showed you some of them during the instruction video the past couple days, but I would strongly recommend you kind of review that again. So, um, your turn-in template for Computer Gen should look like this. Um, it should have two pictures of your sketch. This one only has one because it's older and it's not from NTI. And then, of course, the screenshot here is nice and big. Excuse me. And the theme questions, nice and clear. You know, it's easy to read. So all of this put together as a final, that's kind of what I'm looking for there. Nice and big, clear. And, you know, this offers a lot of texture contrast. It has a very clear emphasis. The person was obviously thinking about the rules of um, engagement with their artwork. And so, yeah, this is what I would consider to be a very good artwork from a not terribly talented student. You know, not everybody in my class is talented, but this is, you know, this shows some real heart and some natural ability for sure. So, with that said, I want to go into, let's see, what do we have here? Sorry, I just need to check this out. Um, Student photograph original. Remember that if you chose photography, I do not want you to do a paper sketch. Your sketch is the other four of your set of 20 that you did choose as your final five, but you didn't choose as your final one, right? So I want to get an idea of the other photographs you've chosen from and that you've taken so that I know it, well, number one, that it's not just one snapshot that you took that you're like, well, there it is, you know, but that you really took some time to mold this over. And also, all of these should be edited in some way, whether it be for contrast, brightness, darkness, saturation, whether you choose to make it black and white or not. I've had a couple students go that direction. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That's one thing that I'm looking for if you go the photography route. And remember, you can do both. Okay. So I'm going to close this now. And I have opened Pixel Art. Okay. And what you're going to see is this. I took my sketch paper, took a photograph, put it up here, and as you can see now, I can use the drawing tools. Well, let's see. Switch, all right. I can use my drawing tools and I can draw right on top of it if I wish to with this tool or, you know, perhaps another one. Now, if I'm interested in saving my progress, the way you do that is to screenshot. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that now, and I'll show you how I got this photograph in there in a moment. Okay. To screenshot is simple. You hold down the Shift and Control. While holding them, you reach with your finger and you hit the rectangle with the two lines on the right, just above the 6. It's called the Windows key. You tap that and release all. Hands off. Okay. And now the screen went dim. And what you do is it's waiting for me to select. So I have to select just my artwork. Okay. And once I've got it selected, you want to be sure to click Show in Folder to be sure that it's saved where you wish. And you can see here all these are black except My Drive, and that's where you want it to be, in My Drive. You don't want it to save to downloads necessarily. It might be a little more difficult to find. And then you see screenshot here. You can tell that it's yours, should be able to. If you two-finger tap this on your mouse pad or you right-click, then you have a renaming option. I would recommend renaming. It'll make it a whole lot easier to find. Okay. Now, I'm going to X out of this, and I'm going to close the app. See, yes, I'm going to leave. The reason you screenshot is because these apps are web-based, which means they are not saving to your computer. And you have to have an account with them to save your work to that application. And I'm really not interested in you creating an account with anybody. So the best way to save is screenshot. Now, having said that, let's go back and look at your checklist. Sketch.io, I have a very difficult time with, but let me open this and I'll show you a couple things that are kind of cool. It does give you options. The only thing you need to worry about is Sketchpad in this, and you can choose a language, so choose English. Okay, and as it opens, it will load like so, and I'll probably have to think for a moment. Okay, I'm going to go back to pixel art in a few moments, but for now I wanted to show you this. Their tools are organized quite differently. You got text boxes, you can drop colors. Vector fill is what they call that. Stars and stickers, pencils in different kinds, colors. It's a pretty simple platform. You can export your image, which is kind of nice. I didn't see an option like that in pixel art. And you can change your settings. You can go in here and change your settings. What I don't see an option to do is to add a photograph. And I think if memory serves, let's go back up here. You can do cropping and resizing. You can search. No, I'm sorry. That's zoom. Okay. It's not a search. Zoom to fit. You can go to actual size. Layers. That sounds like fun. Let's try that. So exactly what I'm doing, right? Just what I would recommend is, play around with the buttons and see what they do. Just for give yourself 5 to 10 minutes. So you've got upload. Let's try that. There we go. I think I found it. Okay. So the photograph that I've taken, there it is in Sketch.io. You're going to find it over here. And if I double click, then voila. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you do that. And again, once you've got it there, screenshot is the same for every program. You hold down Shift and Control, hit the whatever key. Now let's try an experiment here. All right. Let's say I want to select a tool now. I'm going to use pencil. Oh, but look here. Nice. Crayon. Let's do crayon. I'm going to draw a big circle or maybe just a shape over this. Now let's see. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna save my screenshot. Be careful because my little camera window is going to be captured in this too, but just for the sake of demo, I think it'll work. Yeah, there it is. See that? So you want to be careful of that. Show in folder. Okay, I'm just confirming. Yeah, it's in My Drive. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to X out of that. So I'm good to go. I'm going to close this program now and see if I can upload what I just did into another application, like pixel art. Okay, so I'm going to go back to pixel art and see. All right, I'm going to start drawing. I don't know about you, but using multiple apps, depending on their advantages and disadvantages, this could be pretty cool. So I'm going to say continue. Okay. Okay, and now we go, in this program, we have to go to File and go to Download, no, Open Image. All right, and I'm going to try to find that image that I just screenshot with, well, I don't think that's the one. Let's go to Images and see. No, okay, so I'm going to go to Google Drive. Oh, there we go. I'm going to scroll. There they are, right there. So I click the one that I just did, click OK, and that's how you do it. All right, so this is how you can skip from one app to another if you want to, using the same photograph that you've been, and the same image now that you've been working on in another. You can say, well, I really like this tool in this app, but I like the other tool in the other. And then just remember to keep screenshotting as you go, because if the app times out or something happens, I don't know, the computer shuts down, you lose power, you've still got it. So I would try to remember every 10 minutes or so of work to collect a screenshot. And here's what's cool. If you collect an old screenshot and you do all this work and you're like, man, I hate this, you can default back to where the screenshot was, right? And then start from there again. So there's a lot of wise, that's just a wise practice. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Remember quiz 3. Remember this demo. Go back and watch it as often as you need to, and have fun with it. Peace.